What's up? My name is Lucas. I'm a photographer and filmmaker based out of West Michigan. Welcome to my channel. Today, we are talking about how to optimize your iPhone 16 Pro to take better photos. So let's just jump right in. So start out by going into your settings and going down to the camera. And then in camera, go to formats. And I personally shoot everything Pro RAW. So I'll toggle that on. And then for Pro RAW default, I use Pro RAW Max up to 48 megapixels, and then JPEG lossless most compatible. So the JPEG lossless most compatible basically is if you take a photo with it and then you send it to somebody, then you're not sending the actual RAW file, you're sending this JPEG most compatible file. So takes up a little bit less storage on their end. And you really don't need that file type because anytime you're using it on your phone, it'll be a DNG. So from there, we'll go out of the formats. And then if you want to only shoot raw photos, go into preserve settings and then click the raw, Pro RAW and resolution control, toggle that on. So from there, we will move down to some of the composition tools. You've got grid, level, mirror front camera, view outside of the frames. I only use the grid because I like to use that while I am setting up my composition, but you could turn on levels, view the outside of the frame. That's too much for me. I like to have it kind of blocked out so I can only see what's happening inside the frame. And then down a little bit further, you've got your fusion cameras. I have my default camera set to 28 millimeters. It is a 1.2x crop. So if you are trying to get the most resolution out of your camera, then you should do the default 24 millimeter. But for me, I like the 28 millimeter focal length a lot. And so I keep it set to 28 millimeters. I am okay with giving up a little bit of the resolution to crop in and get a focal length that I enjoy. Now it is a digital zoom. It's not actually a 28 millimeter, but it works for me and I like that. So from there, that's really it. You'll notice I don't use any photographic styles. I prefer to edit my photos after I take the picture. So let's go into the camera app. So every single time now that you have turned on preserve settings for camera raw, your raw photos will be up there. If you don't want it, then you can just click and then it becomes a standard JPEG or an HEIC. Turn it on and you're all set. And that's about it. For editing, I use the free Lightroom mobile app. It is great. I know some people like to bring their photos into their computer. That's not really my thing. A lot of times my phone is used as the last resort or for Instagram stories or really just, my last resort for taking photos, mostly personal photos. So let me grab a picture and we can edit it quick. So here's a photo that I took on my trip to Utah, a picture of my wife hiking in Canyonlands. And so the reason that I like to shoot on RAW is because then I can use my presets and it works really well. Now, if you notice, it went from a properly exposed image to overexposed. And that is because there's some software stuff going on with the iPhone when you take a photo and you have the profile on that image just to even things out. And that's how you kind of get that iPhone look. So right when I put on my preset, I'll just lower the exposure a little bit and you've got all of the flexibility of a raw file right on your phone. And that looks really good to me. This is another one from our trip to Canyonlands. This is on our hike back out. Again, I'll open up my LV Essentials presets, which are available. I have them linked down below if you want to help support this channel. And for this one, I'll do LV2. And honestly, right off the bat, that looks really good to me. Yeah, I'm happy with that one. And then here's the last photo that I will do, and this is from our campsite in Canyonlands. And this one I'll put on LV1, and I love the way that that looks right off the bat. Go into edit, and it's a little bit bright, so I will bring the exposure down. And again, that looks great to me. So when I'm ready to export an image, I will just go there and then save copy to device. Now, this will save it to my phone. If you want to do all of the same stuff on your computer, that works as well. You can just airdrop it to your computer, or you can plug your phone into your computer and transfer the files that way. And my presets also work on the desktop version of Lightroom Classic and Lightroom CC. So that is just a few tips to help you better optimize your iPhone for better photos. The iPhone is such a powerful camera, but there's some settings that you need to kind of set and forget so that you can take advantage of having such a powerful camera with you. And now those photos that I just edited from my Utah trip were actually taken on my iPhone 15 Pro. And that is because the 15 Pro also records RAW photos. It also does all of the same settings that I just shared with you. So if you have an older generation iPhone, then you can still utilize those tips for taking better images. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. If you found this video helpful or you enjoy videos like this, please like and subscribe. It really does make a huge difference. I make videos every Monday and Friday. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.